he wasn't really put in a position that he can use the heart guard for the late game. He was always the first one to go down.
That's right. He's consistently getting hunted. It might have been better if he was like on a different hero. Again, Chang'e's banned out and Forces picked, so maybe a Cyclops would have been better. Would have been better to hunt down the Ling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, the hard guard is a great way to get that early game. But when you get to that late game, just make sure you have other tools. And the Barats apparently is not one of those heroes.
And Barats here still has 0% win rate.
0 for 4.
0 for 4.
3 or 4. I think it's 4.
Give Barats justice. Why are you banning out the hero if it's not really working at this point in time?
They've been banning it for like the whole week last week, I think. No, actually, just the whole day last Friday. There you go.
Oh, now it's open for Bren.
Now it's open for Bren.
Will Bren get it?
This is going to be the test for me. Like, if Bren takes it, then maybe there's something about it. But
if they don't,
that means, you know what, this hero is easy to counter. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. The decisions here for Bren are to either first pick it or leave it to Blacklist, who seem to be very happy to first pick it.
They don't. Bren Esports, when they don't first pick the Barats,
yeah, that's
that just means that they don't like the Barats.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just heroes that Bren Esports just does not like. You can tell they don't like it. And for Blacklist, they still want to give it a try.
Yeah. And clearly, whenever there's a new thing going on for the other teams, like a Kagura, it wasn't really new. Well, back then it was new. But Bren Esports didn't really like it. They had more potential, or they had more, bias on the Lunox rather than the Kagura. So if Bren Esports doesn't deem it to be beneficial for their playstyle, they won't go for that. They will stick with their own traditional Bren Esports style of playing things.
Yeah, you still want to go for the strong heroes that can do justice in the early game, especially the clear that you can get with the Farsa. This time around, Carl T says, you know what, I'm gonna show this boy a lesson. I'm gonna show you how to play this hero. And Bren also has the Kufra. What a powerful combo all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, Bren Esports here, they're getting their best heroes on lock. Blacklist International here. What will Full Clip pick? Is he going to go for that Ling? Is this going to be the reverse? The great reversal on the side of Bren Esports versus Blacklist International.
You can already hear the thoughts behind Carl TZ. Carl TZ is usually a very proud player. So when you do stuff like that to him in the early game, he's gonna go to the next game with the mentality that he's gonna beat you down really hard, and he's gonna do it in style, for sure here. Because again, when Carl TZ uses the Lancelot, I think there's only 1 or 2 games that he lost it the whole season. Everything else is just a win. And they also ban out the Link, so he's like, they're forcing Full Clip to, to make use of his creativity for this carry pick.
They want him to go for a marksman. When you're put in a tight spot like this, you're gonna go for a marksman. And that means if Carl C has a good game, there's going to be a burst on that marksman. A Claude could work for Blacklist International, but the first 5 minutes, the first 6 minutes is going to be very critical for that marksman.
And removing the Yi Sun Shin.
They just take it out.
Literally the call. This is like Carl TZ with a
shut him down.
He has a vendetta. He has the agenda, really, to target Full Clip.
He just went in and they just called it. Shut Full Clip down.
Yep. And
that's the order.
Wonder if they're going to be able to do it. I mean, we haven't actually seen Full Clip like really get strong on a different hero other than the Lancelot and Ling.
Carmilla, a lot of hugging will happen here. And I like the idea just because they have the Khaled and the Kufra on their side. Blacklist International, though, that is going to be a side lane that's going to go to Edward. It could be a possibility. But for Bren Esports, they lack a support in a side lane, a few hero, and probably a Flap hero or a Rebo hero.
Yeah. By the way, FAMS has not been picked yet, or banned.
FAMS has not been picked.
So there's a good chance they're gonna still get it, which is weird. It's very rare for Flap TZ to be able to get a FAMS.
Yeah.
On 4th pick.
Yeah. You know what? Thams is actually a good. Thams is actually a really good hero
Woo.
to play against the Barats. I've seen 2 games where Barats goes up against Thams.
Yeah, he was just destroyed.
He is almost always the first blood for those 2 games. Lunox is going to be on the Rebo. It deals with Barats and Carmilla, that's for sure.
Man, they're really thinking hard about this carry pick. Even Coach Bonchan's he's deep in thought. Like,
They just focused the guy. Like, the Full Clip gave them a hard time. Now, with Aqua, Edward, Dexter, and Eson being kept
There
in
you
check.
go!
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about.
It is going to be the Maya. We haven't seen this gal
First pick.
ever since season 1. He wasn't picked at that point. We've seen a Leslie in season 1, but we haven't seen a Mia. The first time in MPL.
Here you go. The newly revamped Mia is just super scary. I've been saying it for a long time now, and finally, we'll see it from Blacklist. Although it is going to be against Bren Esports, that's a difficult place to be put in. And
Oh, so it's going to be a side lane Mia. It's gonna be put on Edward.
so apparently, Full Clip is not gonna bite with the baits. He's not gonna be forced into a Mia. They're gonna throw it to Edward, and Full Clip's gonna do what Carl TZ did this last Friday. He's gonna go for the Carmilla here.
This is going to be very interesting for both teams. Both of their heroes are, both of the team's heroes are on point. There is a reason why they picked this, and to be honest, I'm kind of scared for Mia here because of the Lancelot potential, but who knows?
We'll have to wait and see. Again, I feel like this might be premature for Blacklist to do. You don't do it against a lineup like this, especially when there's a Khalid who can dive on the back line very easily. So, man, good luck to Blacklist here.
Look at Flap here, not really caring about that current, that damage coming out from the turret. He's just gonna go in. He
Desert
knows
Tornado.
that he has a lot of damage
God.
output, and he knows that that is going to be
Look
the
at that,
advantage.
Lusty.
Flap here is actually a genius in terms of knowing his matchups. Look at this. He knew that he did not have they did not have anything to do with him at level 1.
And the flicker by Aqua.
Okay, Aqua here is
get
going to be
bursted
the
here.
next target, and that is going to
One
be
for one.
Flapsy down. Okay,
It's a 1-for-1.
that was a very good move coming out from Flap, because he noticed that that's a Barats and a Carmilla. And at level 1, they're not really going to do that well. They don't have their skills.
Yeah, and Aqua is able to just get that kill as well away. But overall, it's Bren Esports who has the more comfortable time here. We're going to have more time for Carl TZ to farm, and he's consistently getting that buff. The Mia is on the side lane, so no buffs for this Mia that much. I think the Carmilla is the one who's going to be taking all the buffs if possible.
Carlzy here will see that coming, and
executed.
Eson here will get hit by the Phantom Execution. And that is going to be another kill on the Carmilla. And that is a shutdown for the Barats, and Dexter will get that purple buff.
Man, there's
No,
really-
the orange buff rather.
Yeah. As much as I'm all for the Mia pick, this is the wrong time to pick it out, actually.
And look at the gold, making it rain, making it rain, ladies and gentlemen.
And Lusty's there.
Eson here, still the target, and they're still getting the gold.
It's a lot of gold, man.
You
That's
gotta
a lot of gold.
You gotta have that gold, man. And he gets extra gold from that siege minion, that catapult.
They're just getting everything they want here, and without that many kills, 1.8k advantage already for Bren Esports. And they're just gonna keep this ball rolling. They will get that tower on the bottom lane, and elevates the gold lead to 2k.
I like the commit onto the top lane. There is an ultimate, and he gets thrown to a wall. Remember when you get thrown to a wall after that devour?
Yeah, that really sucks.
That
Yeah.
is a long stun.
That's a very, very long stun, and it's very difficult for you to reposition after that because there's going to be a Barrett in your way. So
Usually, you just use the flicker for this, so that when you survive that, you can just flicker out and get away.
Mm-hmm.
Because walls means that there is actually something to protect you from the
Big
barracks
fight.
after, if you ever use that certain flicker. And Esson here will be trying to help his teammates. That doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way. Full clip here. Not really making the most out of this Carmilla pick that he is using right now.
There's no way that they're going to be able to get advantages here in this early, especially in the early game, where the Mia's not going to be able to do much. The full clip is the Carmel is not going to be able to get much. Only Dexstar is their power in the early game, and he is down.
And looking at it right now, I think Mia has the weakness finder on her. I think that's a weakness finder.
Yeah, I think so too. So
you know what? Just to be safe, I'm just gonna check it right now.
That's not a lot of help, actually.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of help for the Mia at this point. Electro Flash would have been a little bit better.
I mean, yeah.
Probably.
If you're gonna hit multiple heroes in the late game and you have all the items, then that's gonna really work wonders. But
yeah,
right now
of course.
it doesn't.
You're not gonna reach the late game at this point. Like the way that Bren Esports is playing, they want to finish this before 8 minutes. And there it goes. Lusty with the entrance into the Tyrant's Rage. Very easy pickup. 2 people down for the side of Blacklist International. And that mid lane turret also going to be falling off. Esson doing his very best to push people off, but the cancel is going to happen for the Hurricane Dance. Damage is real for Carl Teasy. He's flying in and out of the fight.
It is actually the Weapons Master.
Weapon Master.
And the physical damage again from equipment is increased by 12%.
Yeah, you're not going to get your equipment.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Weakness Finder and this Weapons Master looks the same. They both have their arrows going up top.
That's true.
And yeah, clearly, for Bren Esports right now, they're just making the most out of this power spike that Blacklist International might not even reach.
Yeah, I really don't know what they were thinking. I think a Granger might have done better than a Mia at this point. You're not gonna reach the late game with this lineup. Again, Bren Esports are going to just have an easy time, especially with a Khalid pickup for Flap TZ.
Of course.
Turtle will be going over to Carl TZ, and the Blade of Heptasis locked in as well.
And they can't do anything about this. They're just put in a very tight spot right now where they want to delay as much as possible. But then again, you are not really going to delay as long as you can take down 2 people from the side of Bren Esports. But when you commit that way, when you commit 5, then that means you're putting yourself in a bad spot as well.
This is absolutely a bad spot right now for Blacklist. There's very little ways to get out the 7,000 gold lead for Bren Esports, and the tower will only make that economy difference even bigger. The buffs are no longer theirs. They are now the property of Bren Esports, but they choose to leave it, weirdly enough.
Of course, that is going to be...
for Carl, of course. It's going to be for Carl TV. There you go.
Edward here could have done so much if they just held on to the turrets as much as possible here. And look at Esson and the others. They can't do anything. Bren Esports, this is the time where they flex their muscles and they just want to show... Oh, look at Flap. Just the timing. Impeccable timing. He just dodged that ultimate.
Right on the ultimate end. Now it's going to be the catch. Few is going to be able to walk on out there, but he will die nonetheless. And the fight is breaking out. The damage from Dexstar is very, very high. They take out Lusty. Flap TC is low as well. Rebo and Carl. Now the only ones left on the field. And, man, that was not supposed to happen. But Blacklist, they kind of buy themselves a little bit more reading room because of that.
So, in terms of just picking that Barats, you need to be on the other team.
That's true.
Thorn Rose is
very easy.
Thorn Rose is just gonna destroy you even when you're in invisible form.
Yep. You know what? This is gonna be the last game for them for sure. So benefit of the doubt for Blacklist. This draft, I mean, I would be happy if they can make it work. But if not, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised because the Mia's just a little, too easy of a target.
I mean, if they can drag this to a late game, I feel that for Edward, this is going to be an easy late game setup for them as long as they can keep the Kufra at bay. Because if ever Carl Z doesn't burst Mia in one sitting, that only means that there is going to be hell to pay for Carl Z.
Yeah, if you don't burst him in one go, he's going to be able to lifesteal everything back and then fight.
Oh, look at that. Dexter here getting destroyed. Carl Z just going in. Aqua, though, will be the target of the
There's
Lunox. He
Rebo.
will go down, and look at this. Aqua is out, and this is what we're talking about, not extending the team fights. Barats is just, you know, how it's so fragile as a tank.
So fragile,
and as
man.
a sustained side lane.
Look at that. Edward disappeared with one skill.
And they just go for it. Are they gonna
Here
go
we
for
go.
the Bren special, though?
Bren special.
And
Just
that
TP
is
all the
going to
time.
be the kill. And that is a
Triple
triple kill
kill.
for Rebo. And Aqua here with the help. Are they gonna go in? Kufra will go down, and they're not finishing this game.
You're not finishing it. Want to go for the last hit. And there you go. A 2-0 for Bren Esports in the end. Again, and Barrett's win rate still flopped.